The fastest way to grow your online business is through community. What I mean by that is that people are really looking for other people to hang out with, to be around, not necessarily like-minded people, but people that are successful. One great way in which you can build a community is to create a private Facebook group or a Discord group, or a place that people can gather to where you can ask them questions, you can answer questions, you can figure out what they're struggling with, what their pain points are, what it is that they need in the form of maybe digital products and services. And then the thing is that you are the subject matter expert. You are the person that's going to solve those problems. Keep in mind that there's a lot of ways in which you can create business. I was asked one time, what are my thoughts about business? And really business comes down to two things: a product or service that people are willing to pay for, a way in which to pay for that, and then you deliver that product or service upon payment. That's it. That's business. And people try to complicate it with all these elaborate funnels and all these different 52,000 step processes and procedures. Look, it really comes down to a product or service that people are willing to pay for, and then the ability to pay for it, and then it's delivered. That's it. That's simple. That's business. But look, here's the thing. People want to be around other people. I really believe that in the last 5 years alone that we really need community. There's a lot of products, there's a lot of digital this, digital that, course this, course that. And I get it, there's done with you, done for you. And that's what I personally like. So I created a few platforms that are out there, and I just recently relaunched Changemakers, which is my all access platform where I give you access to everything that I've ever created. And that's really born out of this idea right here. So I want to share with you a quick strategy that I use that really helped me over the years, and that's what I call the 4 C's. That's consume, create, contribute, collaborate. And that's where the power of community comes into play. And that was something that a really good friend of mine really pointed out. Zan the man, I was really having a great conversation with Zan one day, and he pointed out community. I was like, brother, you are so on point with that, because people are looking for other people. They're looking for their tribe. They're looking for their community. But before I go into that, let me break down the 4 C's. And that's consume, create, contribute, collaborate. Let's dive in. All right, up first we have consume. Consume. We're consuming every day. We're consuming all day, every day. There's so much consumption happening right now that we're on overload, we're on overwhelm. But here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to passively consume anything. What I want you to do is I want you to intentionally consume things, like do market research, analyze businesses that are successful. Take a look at businesses, people, influencers, whatever that you want to emulate. Like the great Tony Robbins said, success leaves clues. And when you consume intentionally that type of content, it will generate ideas, it will generate thoughts. You will see what is successful, what's working, what's not working, and you will be able to do what I call create next. So let's dive into create. All right, create. Create. After you consume, you want to create, because when I intentionally consume things, I'm looking for those ideas. I'm brainstorming so that I can create, whether it's an ebook, an audiobook, a course, a guide, any type of a digital product, social media content. I want to be able to create something in a meaningful way that people can also consume and they can generate ideas. So there's lots of ways in which you can create. Remember, like Seth Godin said, different people consume different things differently. So whenever you're creating, keep in mind the way that different people consume things. You got eBooks, audiobooks, you got audio, you got video, you got all these different ways in which people can consume. I love reading, but I also love reading where I can hear the stuff as well too. I'm a visual learner. I want to see the thing. I want to see the thing in action. So as you're creating, keep in mind the different ways in which people consume things. And I guarantee you that as you're creating and you have that visual aesthetic in mind, or the different ways in which people can learn, remember, we're on the go as well too. So we're always mobile. People don't always have time to see things full screen because we're looking at things on our phone. So create mobile. Like Evan Carmichael, my mentor, said, when you're creating, create video first. Everything else can be created after the video is created, but create video first. You can take the audio from that, you can take the graphics, you can take the visual, but create video first and then go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and move on into contribute. And contribute really comes down to contributing. It really does. It means contributing your products, your services, contributing to the marketplace. You know, when you contribute, whatever way that looks like, whether it's audio, video, courses, social media content, eBooks, you're contributing. You're contributing to the greater good. Trust me when I tell you that we are exhausted with dancing videos, pointing videos, reading text, mile-long text in a caption or a screen or whatever the case may be. Those are all tactics. Those are really tactics, but it's not a very good strategy if you want to grow long-term. You really have to be able to contribute in a meaningful way that gives value. That's the reason why I believe community is important. But before we dive into community, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Keep in mind that as you're contributing, what is valuable to one person might not be valuable to another person. The value isn't really up to you. The value is in the receiver, not the deliverer. I guarantee you that I have value. You have value. People have value. But what is considered valuable is really in the eyes or in the mind of the receiver, the person receiving the content, the person receiving the audio, the video, the course, the lesson, whatever the case may be. It's just your job to deliver. It's your job to contribute. It's your job to give that knowledge, that skills, that information. And then people can choose to do whatever they want to with that. But you have to contribute. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to collaborate. That's powerful. All right, collaborate. Collaborate is really powerful because that's where you get to really collaborate with other people. I learned this from Evan Carmichael. He has a specific day in which he collaborates with other people. He goes on podcasts, does live streams, does all these different things. And I really learned that from him. Great mentor, Evan Carmichael. Make sure you follow him. And he really taught me the power of collaboration. Instagram live stream, for example, when I go live on Instagram, I can bring 3 other people up. Here's where that becomes powerful, because as you're collaborating with other people, remember, you're extracting knowledge, skills, and experience from other people by hearing what their thoughts are. But on Instagram, when you go live, keep in mind that you are also gaining visibility from their audience as well, too. When you go live on Instagram, your audience gets notified that you're live. Their audience gets notified that they're live. And then as you're having a conversation with people, that's where know, like, and trust kicks in. If someone knows, likes, and trusts me, they're most likely going to follow someone that I'm talking to. And if those ideas resonate with them, they're really more than likely to talk to them or follow them or figure out what's going on with that person. So as you're collaborating, it really helps you increase your visibility. It really helps you increase your engagement, your following, and it helps you build or create content that you can share across multiple platforms. So you can take that content and you can share it out across all your platforms, your Instagram, you can share it on Facebook, YouTube. But remember, you have to capture that collaboration. Run it like a podcast. I used to run it like a podcast where I would collaborate with other people, 2 or 3 people at a time. And as I'm doing that live stream, I would cut up that content and share it across different platforms. And I would use that as a podcast episode. So think about how contributing and collaborating really makes a difference. When you collaborate with other people, it's truly powerful. And that's how you build a community. And that's the final thing that I want to talk about, is building community. All right, so let's talk about community. Community is really what we're looking for. Somebody asked me the other day, it was like, what's the biggest opportunity right now that I can create as a business? And I sat there and I thought about that long and hard. And I started talking. I was just rambling on. I was kind of talking until it hit me. I was like, wow, people are really looking for community. They're looking for other people to collaborate with, to really kind of be around. Masterminds are powerful. I've been a part of some masterminds, and I know Evan Carmichael runs a great mastermind. More people run great masterminds. I've seen some great masterminds that are out there, and that's that power of community. That's that power of people that are just sharing thoughts, sharing ideas, brainstorming, asking questions, providing feedback, lifting each other up, helping each other out whenever you need that. That's the power of community. You know, it's people helping people, people serving people, people lifting other people up. And when you can build a powerful community like that, I'm telling you, it's truly uplifting whenever you are surrounded by people that really want to see you succeed. With so much negativity going on out there, when you build the right tribe, the right community, they want to see you succeed. And when you're struggling, they'll reach out and ask, "Are you okay?" You know, when was the last time you did that? I have people that reach out to me and say, "Hey, Terry, you all right? You good? Haven't heard from you in a while. You all right?" And I do the same thing. I'll reach out. I have a very small community of people that I text. I'll call. I'll reach out to them, and I tell them the same thing. Look, you can reach out to me anytime that you want. That's the power of community. When you know that you have someone that you can count on, that you can reach out to, or you can ask a question, or you can text at a moment's notice and get feedback or get an answer. You know, I've been a part of some really great communities, and I've been a part of some really bad communities as well too. And look, people want to be around other people. People want to see what other people are doing. People want to see what other people are liking, what other people are working on, what other people are building. That is the power of community right there. So look, at the end of the day, if you want to build a business, the biggest thing that you can do is you can consume, create, contribute, collaborate, but more importantly, build a community that you are proud to be a part of and that others want to be a part of. And that's what I've done with Changemakers. So I have a community that I've built called Changemakers, and it's on my website, terrywadethompson.com. You'll see all the details right there. Join Changemakers, become a part of Changemakers. When you become a Changemaker, you get all access to everything that I've ever created. You get access to my #1 program, which is Course Creator Mastery. You get access to Copywriting Mastery. You get access to Author Authority. You get access to all my eBooks, all my audiobooks, everything. I mean that. I truly mean that. You also get access to me. You can ask me questions anytime you want. You can reach out to me. You get to be a part of a community of entrepreneurs that are out there doing their thing. So look, if you're really ready to up level or upgrade your mindset, your business, work with me. Join Changemakers on my website, terrywadethompson.com. I look forward to working with you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.